It's very unusual, isn't it? There he goes. And that's a sweep there from James Vince. It's gone on the 45, that's 4. Staying round the wicket is Lawrence. Short has a first slip in there as he cuts that behind square on the offside. That should be 4 more.
It's a long way away, that blue sky, as Snater's in bowls, and this ball is cracked away to the backward point boundary.
It looked a great wicket, didn't it? A horrible wicket for the bowlers as that's pulled away by Vince. Now he's underneath that, but it's going all the way. That's 6. He's on 16, 41 without loss. Here comes Cook again, and Short whips that away on the leg side. It's going fine, that's 4. Just flick that off his hip.
Snater's in, bowls, and this ball is fairly hammered. It's coming onto the bat very nicely out there. That's 4 runs.
The jar bowls to Vince, gives himself some room, cuts that away, backward of point. He may have found the gap, and he may have found the boundary, and he has both. And that's 4 runs. Won't be able to defend their title. That's in the 4-day stuff. Short goes big over on the leg side, and that is 6. Here's Nijar then with his left arm spin. There's a reverse sweep, it's in the air, and that's caught. And that is it for Darcy Short. Sam Cook for the England man as he goes for the slog sweep. There's a top edge, it's in the air, and I think Sam Cook is going to get there. Yes, he does.
Yeah, it was an incredible game.
Comes down the wicket here to Grandon and goes big over mid-on. He's not messing about here, and that is 6.
Full day drinking here at the Ageas, which I don't condone. Walk it in, and it's guided in the air over the head of fine leg, and that's 6 runs from de Grandhomme. Nijar in, changing ends again for his final over. Into Vince, and that's cut away into the offside, soaring towards the boundary and evades the long off field.
For the off spinner, bowls down the wicket comes Vince. He swats it away on the next side and he's out. Hasn't got hold of that at all, and he kicks the ground in frustration.
17th over being bowled. Cook is in and bowls, and that's very nicely played by McManus. Finds the gap between mid-off and extra cover. Top shot. Snater in again. And McManus has really got hold of that. That's 6. 158 for 5, coming toward the end. Just to concede 1 from the free hit. Here he is completing the over, and this ball has been hit down to Paul Walter at deep mid-off and out.
Cook past the umpire, and that's a back of the leg tree, clipped off the legs, straight into the crowd there by McManus. Almost mistiming the ball, gives greater opportunities for 2 runs. In comes Cook, and this is clubbed in the air. There's a fielder down there at deep long on, and he catches the ball, throws it over the boundary rope and catches the ball in again.
It could be. So Wesley comes down the wicket and whips that away in the air, and it's just past Fuller's outstretched left hand. That could have gone all the way, I think it has, yes. It's Wood, left arm over. Bowls to Wheater, comes down the wicket and drives, and he's going to be caught mid-off. Oh, there's the first wicket.
As that Dawson past the umpire. Flat delivery, and that's cut through the offside, evades the fielders and straight towards the boundary.
That's for sure. Can't bowl too wide of the off stump, although he gives himself a bit of room there, and that's a nice shot down the ground by Dan Lawrence. 4 runs.
In again, and that's full and wide and driven out to the offside for 4 runs. No fielders out there. Essex 50 for 1 now then, and that's down the leg side and flicks straight towards the boundary for 4. Crane in again after that leg by first ball. This is swung up in the air and out to the boundary.
85 for 1, needing 87. Or another 87. Down the wicket, he stumped. Oh, Mason Crane gets one to turn a bit.
Yeah, the boundaries for the moment have dried up. Of course, we're out of the power play. And that has bowled.
Dawson past the stumps, and there's a reverse paddle attempted straight into the hands of the wicket-keeper.
Switches ends. He's coming in from the pavilion end now to begin the new over. Bowls to tender Scartrews, heaved him into the onside and over the boundary.
It's a big thing.
Crane's in, down the wicket comes Lawrence. He's hit this a long way in the air, and that will be 6. This over has seen Essex get back on the bike as here tender Scartrews. He's going to hole out. He's caught at mid-wicket.
Curry past the umpire. Fuller ball, and that almost evades. That takes the gloves of Dan Lawrence straight through to the keeper.
Switching to round the wicket for the left-hander. Wood bowls, they go for a quick single. And Walter, the throw has hit, and Walter is run out.
So we have Curry continuing from the hotel end, and a big shot here, soaring towards the boundary, and 6 runs into the crowd.
Indeed, as here is Wood, bowls, and this time Nijar has got hold of it. It's not quite where he was intending it, but the ball has disappeared. 24 needed off 9. Wood bowls to Nijar. Nijar has a furious swat at this and is out.
To Snater on strike. First ball past the stumps, full delivery, and he bowls him! So Wheel, his perfect ball executed, comes in, and that bowls him! Another wicket, 2 in 2 for Wheel, and that is it for Hampshire. They have won this first game of today's doubleheader against the Essex Eagles.